Right now, I'd like to talk with you about the 3 mistakes sellers should avoid when selling an investment property. Now, a lot of us listening probably have investment properties or are probably aspiring to own an investment property. So please take this from other people's mistakes and don't do these. The people that make these mistakes often lose between 5% and 20% of their value of their property when selling. And you may say, yeah, right. I swear I see it all of the time. Number one, misleading tenants. I can't tell you how many times I walk into someone's multifamily home or investment property and there is a tenant there. That is the tenant's home. And they tell that tenant, oh, I have an insurance person coming in to check the house out, to inspect the house. Well, these poor people are from the get-go being misled. And when they find out that you brought an agent in, because when you list the property, they see that agent's face on the sign, they say to themselves, what else is this person misleading me on? And it becomes a very contentious relationship where they don't allow the agent to take people in on showings. It makes longer days on market. It inhibits people coming in for showings, which inhibits you the ability to sell your property. And it makes the tenant very tough to deal with when you finally do get people in to do inspections, appraisal, repairs, etc., etc. So don't do it. These are people, it's their home. Be upfront with them. Underneath that, we have lack of paperwork preparation. Okay, so there's no official lease in place. So if there's no official lease in place, then you don't have any type of requirements for that tenant to let your representative who's selling your property in, which is cuckoo. Now, if you had a paper lease in place, but the lease has been fulfilled, they are now a tenant at will, and they are a month-to-month tenant. Okay, they should absolutely be working with you to let people in to show their home. Now, you may say, why would they want to do this? Why would they want somebody to come in here that's going to sell their home? Because simply a lot of investors are looking here in Rhode Island to purchase. And when the tenant is a great tenant and very cooperative, the investor purchasing is going to have a great transaction with that person and probably going to want to keep them. Not disclosing or repairing major defects. Make sure to disclose everything and repair the minimum that you need to repair to get as many buyers in the door as possible without any red flags. Revoked LLC. That's another one. Make sure your LLC is up to date because that can push your closing date from 30 to 60 days or more back, and your buyer may lose their financing, or a buyer may say, sayonara, I need to get this done now, especially if they're in a 1031 exchange. One last thing I want to say, and there's so much more points here, but one last thing I want to say on here is not meeting basic lender requirements. If your house has chipping paint all over it, if it has no hand railings, if the heating system's not working, those are all things, if you can fix, if you can afford to fix, because FHA, VA, Rhode Island Housing are all types of mortgage programs that require those minimum things to be done to reach that large pool of buyers.